Veteran Salute is sponsored by the DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.
A Desert Storm veteran says once she graduated with a teaching degree from Wichita State, she couldn't find a job, so that's when she turned to the military.
Gwen Bevel and photojournalist Nick Kiefer have more in this Veteran Salute.
Cathy Gillespie says after things didn't go as planned for her to join the Air Force, she joined the Army, a branch that allowed her to choose her career path. She became a medic, a decision she still is proud of today and would do all over again.
Sometimes I still think it was yesterday.
And then sometimes Cathy Gillespie realizes it's been nearly 30 years since she served.
Haven't opened that in a while.
Gillespie says the first time these boots left the country, she never dreamed the Army would take her to South Korea during the Olympic Games.
We had one mass casualty while I was there. A Chinook went down with a platoon of Marines.
Gillespie was with the 461st Medical Detachment at the time.
So it was our job to produce and to make and to supply all the blood products to get those troops healed up.
The medics were part of a blood bank, and they relied on military personnel to give to supply their fellow comrades.
We always go into battle with the flag first.
And that's exactly what Gillespie and other soldiers did when they were called up for Desert Storm.
One day you're sitting at home, and then the next day you get that phone call or orders. They say, get in here.
Gillespie says 4 days later, the soldiers were in Saudi Arabia.
And Barbara Bush made a speech thanking us all for what we were getting ready to do, and she shook each one of our hands before we got on the plane, and that touched my heart.
Once they landed,
there was a lot of nasty stuff over there. We'd be going along and everybody would be fine, and then pretty soon I'd have 30, 40 people.
She says it was their job to keep everyone healthy.
Probably on average I carried about 60 pounds in my medic bag because of the IV fluids I had to carry with me.
All so that the troops could keep moving. And Gillespie says she saw so many find religion along the way.
I think a lot of people hadn't really thought about it until their life was on the line. And they decided that, you know, they better, as they say, there's not an atheist in a foxhole.
She says oftentimes they relied on prayer because medics never know if those they serve ever make it home alive or back into the fight. Gillespie says when they had the opportunity to meet former First Lady Barbara Bush, Lee Greenwood was there too and saying God bless the USA, so that song always takes her back. She now lives a pretty quiet life on a farm in between Towanda and Benton. Here for you, Gwen Bevel, KSN News 3.
Tonight we salute Cathy Gillespie for her service during Desert Storm.
The DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers here with our Veteran of the Week, and that's Cathy Gillespie, who served as an Army medic during Desert Storm on behalf of all of Kansas. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. This is going to give me the opportunity to finish one of my goals for this year is to help the homeless veteran program at the VA.
Veteran Salute is sponsored by the DeVaughn James Injury Lawyers.